These cilantro lime chicken wings are so good, you're gonna have to try these. And coming in at 400 calories and 40 grams of protein, I could eat these every day. These wings are so good, they're low calorie, they're cooked in the air fryer, everybody's gonna love them. Everyone's asked me for the recipe, so here it is. First thing you wanna do is get your chicken in a bowl, get some oil on there. I use baking powder, but a lot of people use cornstarch. I just think the baking powder works better in the air fryer. So paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, crushed red pepper, optional. I like a little kick in my food. More avocado oil, or olive oil, whatever you like. I like avocado oil. I don't want that extra flavor. I'm putting a lot of flavor in these wings. That's how I want them to taste. Plus, we're gonna make a sauce, and I really don't want that olive oil to come through. Okay, it's time to pop these chickens into your air fryer. You wanna set it at 385 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're gonna cook it for 10 minutes. Halfway through, at 5 minutes, we're gonna give it a shake, another spray of oil. It's gonna come out perfect. I used to make these in the oven and I hated it. They never came out crispy. They took an hour. These only take like 10 minutes in the air fryer and they come out crispy. They come out awesome. They're juicy and delicious. I just put out cilantro lime chicken and you guys kind of went crazy for it. I think it got over 100,000 views. Here is the cilantro lime recipe. The lime was a little bit of a pain. I ended up squeezing 2 full limes. It took me forever to get all the juice out of it. There was a lot of juice in it. If you have like a citrus squeezer, use that. Then you just wanna add some soy sauce, crushed red pepper, some water, just a little bit of cumin. Cumin goes a long way. Don't go crazy. The first time I made this recipe, I went heavy on the cumin and it took over the flavor. So go super light. Fresh chopped garlic. Okay, I did like 2 tablespoons of honey. If you want, you could use a 0-calorie sugar. That'll do fine too. I just like honey. And then about a half cup of cilantro. I know a lot of you don't love cilantro. You could probably replace cilantro with something like parsley or dill and it'll still be so good. And it doesn't have to taste like soap. I've heard that a million times. I don't taste soap. I like cilantro, but if that's what it tastes like to you, try dill, try parsley, maybe it's really good. So now you're just gonna cook that down a little bit. Once it looks good, once you like what you're seeing, that's it, just stop it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just all about how you like your sauce. Okay, the wings are done. They're crispy, they look great. So now I just take all the wings, I put it in a bowl, I pour the sauce over, kind of give it a toss, add some fresh cilantro. Here's like to make it look really good for your friends. Zest some limes, get that nice fibrous lime skin. Put that all over it. It doesn't make any crazy flavor. It has a little bitterness to it, but it's really good with that sweet sauce that you just made. You're gonna love it, your friends are gonna love it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Mongolian chicken, easy, healthy, and in the air fryer. You're gonna love this one.
Oh, that's good.
I pre-cut chicken thighs into about 1.5-inch pieces. We're just gonna spread some baking powder on this. We're just gonna get all this baking powder all over all these chicken pieces. You can see this chicken just absorbed all that baking powder really quickly. We're gonna go the healthier route on this, which means we're gonna air fry it. Now, before we get this in the air fryer, we do have to put some oil on it. Not a lot, but you need a little bit. You're not gonna get any crispiness if you don't oil your chicken. Okay, the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna air fry the chicken in batches. You don't wanna put all of it in at once because then it'll get overcrowded and it won't cook correctly. You wanna leave a little space between all the chicken. But this works for me. 12 pieces is great. Let's get it in the air fryer and let's get started. Okay, we're gonna cook this for 12 minutes at 385 degrees. Air frying it's gonna save us a lot of oil, some calories. It just makes a healthier meal. I love air frying chicken. It always comes out so good. Okay, while that's cooking in the air fryer, let's chop up some ingredients. We're gonna finely chop up garlic, ginger, and then we're gonna not finely chop up the chives. We want big pieces of chives, and we're gonna want these whole Thai chilies. Unless you love spice, you definitely wanna see these. Keep them just like this. You can break them a little bit if you want that extra spice. You can see them, you don't end up biting into one, and you live. That's just my suggestion. Perfect, all done. We're gonna get them out, put them in a bowl, and keep them on the side while we make the sauce. Perfect, now we just gotta do that a couple more times, and we'll get it all done. While those cook, let's get this sauce started. All right, let's get our pan a little bit warm. Add about 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and then add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then we're just gonna add a tablespoon of hoisin. You could use oyster sauce too if you have that. But I like hoisin because it's a little bit sweeter. I'm just gonna add some 0-calorie brown sugar. Just wanna stir that up and make sure it all combines nicely. Looking good. I'm actually gonna lower the heat a little bit as I don't want this to burn. It looks like it's getting pretty warm pretty quickly. All right, that's combined nicely. Now let's add our ginger and let's add our garlic. I ended up using about 1.5 tablespoons of each. I like to chop it up and save some for later so I don't have to chop it up every time. Okay, let's get that nice and mixed up. This sauce is starting to look really nice. Now we're just gonna add a few of our chilies. Like I said, don't cut these up unless you love spicy things. Leave these holes so you can pick them out, or at least you can see them so you don't end up biting into one. They will burn your face off. The sauce actually looks really good right now, and if you were just making a dish for yourself, that'd be it. But if you're cooking for a family, this sauce just isn't enough. So we're gonna add a little bit of water and a little bit of honey, and that'll create more sauce while still keeping that thickness. As you can see, it thinned out pretty good. You're gonna let it simmer for a little while, let it thicken up, and then we're gonna be ready to add our chicken. All right, this is thickened up pretty good, and it's looking delicious. We're gonna shut the heat off. Now let's give this sauce a little try. Oh, that's perfect. That tastes so good. It's not too salty, it's not too sweet, it's just right. Let's add our chicken and get that all nice and coated and mix it all up nice. Gently stir around. Last part with this is just add some chives. Mix those up nice. And we're done. This smells so good. Let's get this over some rice and let's have a bite. That is really good. Hey, welcome back to Dee's Kitchen. Today we're making potato soup. But of course with some twists and turns side of this, just a little sprinkle. Because like I always say, food shouldn't be boring, so let's face it. Okay, here are all the ingredients we're gonna need. Potatoes, bacon, green onions, chicken stock, celery, onion, garlic, cream cheese, heavy cream, and that's it. Oh, and we'll have some cheddar cheese. But otherwise, this is all you need to make a potato soup. Is it potato soup or is it baked potato soup? I have no idea. All right, so knowing all that, let's just magically make all this disappear. Well, technically not disappear. We still got bacon, onion, chive, and hidden in the back some garlic. And also, I forgot to mention olive oil or avocado oil or any kind of oil you want to use. I think avocado oil is a better choice than olive oil, but if you love olive oil, use it. I like avocado oil because it doesn't add any unwanted flavor, which we don't want in a baked potato. A baked potato doesn't have olive oil. Although, I think olive oil on a baked potato would be delicious. You know, I grew up Portuguese. Olive oil on potatoes, pretty normal, pretty delicious. Speaking of that, I could easily make some Portuguese dishes. You let me know. All right, let's head this way. Very good. Now we're just gonna put a little bit of oil in there. A little oil. First I'm gonna do, let that heat up a little bit, and we're gonna throw the bacon in first, because we want that bacon fat to come all out, which is the flavor. I'm gonna cook all this bacon. I'm gonna take some out once it's done, save it for, you know, when we put it in the bowl, you want some fresh bacon on the top, so just keep moving it around. We want it to brown all around. Nice crispy chunks of bacon. It's fall right now, which is soup season, so everybody's getting on the baked potato soup. It looks so good. I had to make it. I was like, okay, we're doing it. I'm gonna add my own twist to it, of course. Also growing up, you know, we didn't really use bacon a ton. It was always like pork butt or pork shoulder. You cut that thin, you cook that up. There's so much flavor in that. Bacon is delicious. Bacon is just extremely salty. You know, for the most part, it's pork belly, which is just extremely fatty, not the best for you in the world. You know, you can go get a pork butt or pork shoulder or whatever, slice that up, it's gonna be so good. It might even be better than bacon, especially for cooking. I have a pork butt upstairs and I really almost grabbed it and I was like, that's probably the best way to do this. But you know what, I was like, let's just do it the traditional way a little bit. Let's add the bacon. And I don't know if you can see here, but you can see it kind of sticking to the pan here. That's what we want. We want that kind of everywhere. That's the flavor. When it comes to making soup, you want all that stuff to stick to the bottom. So later when we add our chicken broth and our heavy cream, all that'll get loose and it adds a ton of flavor to the soup. Got a little plastic bowl here. Just take some of your bacon out, you know, save it for later. Nice crispy bacon. Yeah, it's basically bacon bits, because we got everything, all the flavor we really wanted out of these. This will come in handy later. We'll leave that in. We'll leave that little bit in, but we'll save this right here. And let's just add our onions, okay? All right, and there you go. And then celery. So we got all those little celeries. I cut every one of those. Even just the celery and onions are going to add a little water to this, which is actually going to start to break stuff up. I'm gonna grab my towel because this guy is starting to slide all over the place. We gotta just
Give it a hold. Don't grab it with your hand though, because this pot is hot. Those handles are misleading. They get hot, just as hot as the pot. A cast iron Dutch oven like this is hot. Wear a glove, use a towel, whatever, if you gotta hold it. Okay, so right now, that's fast, but it's already looking pretty good. Got a bacon mix, onions, celery. We're almost like done with like the hard work here. The chopping is the real hard work. I saved you all the torture of watching me chop every one of these, but that's the worst part. All right, last, now that the onions are all translucent, everything's pretty much cooked, we're just gonna add some garlic. Garlic cooks very quickly, so we're just gonna throw that in the mix just for a little bit of extra flavor. I don't think usually it calls for garlic, but I do enjoy garlic. There is one more thing I'm gonna add to this, just because I like it, and I think it's gonna be really good in here. We're gonna add just a little bit of chili powder. You know, we're gonna really embrace the Mexican side of this. Add a little color to the mix, a little chili powder, and just a little bit of crushed red pepper. This will be fine, just a little sprinkle. That's it, that's kind of more than I wanted actually. Do less than that. This is optional, okay? This is us tweaking this recipe, making it a little spicy, adding a little flavor boost to it, a little woo, you know what I mean? A little pizzazz, a little yes, you know? That's what I want. When you eat it, I want that. Not trying to melt your face off, not trying to drown out flavors, trying to add flavors that will really make it fun. Somebody who will eat it later when you're like, here is potato soup, and they go boom in their face when they eat it, they go boom. You know, that's the reaction you want. You want someone to be like, yes, when they eat that, and like, holy, I need more of that. You can't find this anywhere else. Simple as that, couple little ingredients, and we're cooking. Next, we're gonna do a little heavy cream, all right? Just a little heavy cream in the mix. Hood milk owes me some money, I think. I got it on myself. And just add that nice to it. We're gonna, don't be scared, okay? Add some cream to it. It's a cream soup, you know what I'm saying? Mix that around a little bit, and you can see already, it's already taking on a way nicer color. All that beautiful spice, salty bacon, it's all gonna work. It's all gonna work together to make this a really nice soup, okay? This is chicken bone broth. Actually, I'm gonna shake it up. You should shake these up. You get these, shake them up, because a lot of times, if you look on the bottom, there's a ton of sediment. I know you can't really see it on the bottom. Just shake it. Give it a good shake, get that stuff up. Unless you made your own bone broth. I just didn't have time to do that today, because I just felt like making this kind of last minute. Okay, so everything's shooken up, it's in there, it's nice, you got all those flavors. Just add like half of this. All right, something like that. Yeah, maybe just a little bit more. Okay, good. Yeah, we ended up using a little more than half, but that's okay. All right, last but not least, obviously potato. Let's get our potato in there. Nice, nice. This is my Halloween paper plate that I have, that I got from upstairs. You like it? Okay, like that. Ghosts, bats, a haunted house. Pretty cool Halloween plate. All right, feel the season. Now we just mix that up a little bit. All of this is just gonna add to making a thick soup. Like you got the heavy cream, you got the potato starch, you know, we got all that fat in there from the bacon. So what I'm really doing right here in the bottom, even though I can't see, is all those bacon bits that were stuck to the bottom, I'm just kind of scraping up, getting into the broth. It's all flavor. That was the whole point of letting it kind of sizzle and stick to the bottom so that we could do this. All right, there we go. We got some bubbles. That's the nice looking bubbles. Perfect, we're gonna lower that a bit. Simmer, I think right now I have it a little too hot. I'm gonna switch it to a smaller burner. This is my smallest burner right next to it. Right there. So we're just gonna go to this guy, and I believe it's this one. Yeah, there we go. We got a little small burner going. Let it go, you know, just let it go. Come back, check on it every 15 minutes. It does boil over if it gets too hot. And also if it gets too hot, the bottom will burn. And just keep checking on it. You know, once it kind of starts to thicken up, you notice it's like, you know, really leaving a layer on the spoon and it's looking good. That's when we're gonna shut off the heat and then add some cream cheese, some more bacon, and that's it, and maybe some green scallions. So if you're making this, pause the video. I'll see you guys when you're ready. And for the rest of you, well, we're done. Let's get going to the next part. All right, now the potatoes are nice and soft now, which is the big deal. Now we're gonna puree them. If you don't have one of these, just toss the whole thing in like a food processor, let it rip, and then you can throw it back in the pot. If you do have one of these, you can just throw it in, emulsify, that'll work fine too. Either way, it doesn't matter. Both ways work just fine. Okay, so let's just get into it. I think we're emulsified. not 100% sure, but we'll check with the spoon in a minute here. Oh yeah, we're getting nice. Look at that. You see that? Oh, that looks, that's what we're looking for. That is what we're looking for. No flour, okay? No cornstarch, just potato, natural fat, some heavy cream. Beautiful. Let's give this a try. Not bad, zero flavor. All right, so now, like all things potato, they need salt, okay? A little iodized salt because you don't need big chunks in there. And just throw that in. Okay, nice. That should do the mix. Let's mix that up. It's really starting to look like a nice potato soup though. Look at that. Let's just take a little finger here. It probably needs a little more salt. It's crazy how much salt it needs, but I mean, look how much liquid it is. It won't even be salty. That's just a lot of liquid. All right, and I'm gonna shut the heat off now because I think we're done with the cooking part. We got it nice and thick like we want. Now, if it's not this thick, keep cooking it, reduce down the water that's making it less thick. This consistency is perfect. Why? It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's perfect in the middle because we're gonna add a little cream cheese to it, and that is gonna make it even nicer. You could also add sour cream, either way. Oh, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Crazy to say this, but I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. Just a little bit more, a lot of salt. I'd say probably like 3 tablespoons of salt has gone in this. All right, last time. Ooh, we got it. Tastes really good. Oh yeah, what am I'm forgetting? Someone did donate this to me. Yepeneku pepper. Yeah, I definitely didn't say that right. He said it was a camo type, it was a camo design of black pepper. It's amazing black pepper. It's a different kind of flavor, but I think it'll work really well with this. Now, you definitely want to add some black pepper. I'm not gonna put as much pepper as I put in salt, but we want a little bit in there. Okay, cool. That is in there. Let's mix that about. A little quick mix here. All right, we got cream cheese and some cheddar cheese. So we're just gonna throw like a handful of cheese right in there. There we go, look at that. So maybe, maybe two handfuls. There you go, beautiful. Then we got our little Philadelphia cream cheese. Can't go wrong with that. Take our cheese here, take about half. Get it in the bowl. All right, there it is. We're just gonna mix her around. It should be blazing hot still. Now you could add sour cream if you want. I'm not going to because I think this is gonna have everything it needs right here. But if you wanted to go crazy, you could even replace the cream cheese with sour cream, and I think that's fine too. I almost feel like the emulsifier could come in handy right now. You know what? Why not? I ain't scared of the emulsifier. He did a good job. Let's get it done. All right, there we go. Oh yeah. Like a jet ski of the soup, no problemo. Yeah, my bacon bits that I threw in there. Destroyed my bacon bits. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, that tastes good. All right, listen, the cooking part is done. Now it's time just to plate. Let's take this, let's get it bowled up, let's give it a try. Creamy, it's potatoey. Let me try it again. Just try some of this just without the bread. The bread though, oh my God, that makes this soup. Wow, that's good. Oh my God, the kick in it is so good. It's got a little kick from that spice we put in there, which I don't regret at all. I don't think I would ever make this without that spice again. It is optional, but you should try it. If you like a little bit of spicy, you're gonna love this. All right, guys, that's it. Potato soup, a little spicy, a little bolder than you'd expect, but really good. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next bite, and I'll see you guys next time. This is mine.